The British military is tracking a Russian spy ship off the Scottish coast. The Yantar is hovering close to UK territorial waters for the second time this year. The Yantar is described by the Russians as an oceanographic research vessel, but in reality it's a spy ship believed to be surveying the seabed and mapping vital undersea infrastructure. This thermal image was taken from an RAF P-8 Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft. The Ministry of Defence say the Yantar directed lasers at the P-8's crew. These are believed to have been fired from the port side of the Yantar. Both the crew and the aircraft are unharmed, but as a result, the Defence Secretary has changed the Navy's rules of engagement. For the last few years, the Yantar has been a key player in Russian maritime espionage attempts, and recently we've seen a spike in these activities. On November the 6th, the Dutch military said they escorted it out of their waters in the North Sea. John Healey said the ship entered the wider UK waters during the last 2 weeks. Then, for 4 days, up to the 11th of November, a French Navy Atlantic II aircraft made repeated reconnaissance patrols over the southwest of Ireland. On the 15th of November, RFA Tide Surge tragically lost a crew member overboard on the northwest coast of Ireland. One of the ships involved in the search for the missing sailor was Type 23 frigate HMS Somerset. The Navy have released pictures of Somerset tracking the Yantar, and it's possible that Tide Search was also there in support. So what might the changes in the rules of engagement mean? Well, it's not known exactly, and the Ministry of Defence will want to keep it that way so as not to give the Russians any extra information. But it's possible that Navy craft could now be able to get closer to the Yantar, and this could mean underwater. Yantar is believed to be able to deploy a submersible vessel to the depth of 18,000 feet. Waters around the UK coastline are much shallower, but the Navy will want to know exactly what the Yantar is up to below the surface. The Ministry of Defence say Yantar is part of a Russian deep-sea research programme called GUGI. It's designed to survey critical underwater infrastructure during peacetime, but then damage or destroy this infrastructure during a conflict. It's possible Yantar could deploy explosive devices which could remain dormant on the seabed next to critical cables ready to be activated in a time of conflict. So what can the UK do to deter the Russian ship? In November last year, a Royal Navy Astute-class submarine surfaced next to the Yantar as a warning in the Irish Sea. And OSINT websites are now showing RAF Voyager and Typhoon aircraft operating south of the Hebrides. It's possible the Typhoon is conducting low flypasts of the Yantar to send a message about the use of lasers. Yantar is believed to be crewed by the Russian Navy, and boarding or interception is unlikely while the ship remains over 12 nautical miles from the UK coast. If it was found to have damaged underwater cables, it could potentially be boarded by Royal Marines, who specialise in maritime interception operations. This has happened before. Another ship in the Russian Shadow Fleet, the Eagle S, was boarded in late 2024 by the Finns, who suspected it of intentionally dragging its anchors to damage undersea cables. And whatever the Yantar does next, the UK Armed Forces will certainly be tracking it. Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.